Geordie Scaper here, and I'm at Green Aqua. Can you believe it? Green Aqua in Budapest. I've got with us here, is it Tommy, you want to call it?
Yeah.
Tommy.
Hello guys.
Tommy, great aquascaper, great guy, and I'm sure you've seen him on the Green Aqua channel. If you haven't, check it out. I'll leave the link in the description for the Green Aqua channel so you can watch these guys and the amazing aquascapes within the store, which I'll have another video up so you can watch that and see the scapes in more detail, as well as a bit of a video diary for you guys. So what we're going to do here, Tommy, we've got some questions, and what I'll do, I'll pick these questions out, read them, and you just answer as honest as possible.
Okay.
Not for the camera, honest, right?
Okay, sounds great. Let's do this.
So we'll go with it. First question. You pick the questions and I'll read them out.
Okay.
Question 1. What would be your dream collaboration?
Oh.
It's a hard one.
It is a hard one because it's like, you know, I'm lucky enough that with most of the guys out there, we've already had a lot of them here in the gallery doing workshops. And usually I'm the one helping them out with the builds. So, yeah, I would say I would go back. I would say the biggest honor was working with Seachem.
Seachem, brilliant.
Yeah. And he did it, his workshop here in the gallery. And the most fun was Juan Pucadas.
Wow. All right, brilliant. Yeah.
We just clicked immediately when he visited us, so that was a different stuff. But yeah, looking forward, I'm not sure. I love working with all of the guys who are recognized worldwide and who are big names in our hobby. So yeah, I couldn't pick one for the future. Honestly, this is not just being polite.
No, that's cool. So you've got, basically, you've hit some already. So you've got a tick list, you just go down, because you're looking after the guys who've come and visited you here at Green Aqua. They've been amazing skaters, world champion aquascapers, so yeah. Yeah,
and they're, every single one of them were nice enough that I actually, it was sort of a collaboration, so it's, obviously they picked out most of the hardscape themselves and the plants and everything, but they were always like, okay, please check it, please tell me if there should be some adjustments on the hardscape or anything. So yeah, it was more of working together for me than just giving them a hand to help them out.
Brilliant. I'm envious. Very envious. Next question. 2 fish, 2 plants, 1 stone, 1 piece of wood. What would you choose?
Okay, 2 fish is easy. Especially for Iwagumi, which most of the time I do. Amande and Kubatai. These two, I'm not sure about the...
Amande, that's one of my favourites. Embatera?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Kubatai, it's sort of it's a kind of rasbora, sort of the same shape, but in green.
Right, yeah, I know what you mean. Lovely fish.
Those two, especially together in an Iwagumi, they sort of, the Kubatai is usually swinging on top, and the Amande is a bit lower, but the schools, they pull each other and they always work together. So yeah, best combination.
I've never thought of using them two together.
Try it.
I might pinch it. Yeah.
2 plants. For carpet, I would say Parvula mini or Acicularis mini, or however you want to call it, the hairgrass, and maybe Rotala HR from the stomach plants.
Oh yeah. Nice,
it's like
bright red, bright green.
It's weird that I don't use HR too much, but I love it. I can't really implement it in any of my own scapes.
Yeah.
But I just love looking at it when someone uses it properly. So yeah, I would say those 2.
And
stone is difficult. It's either Seiryu or Frodo stone.
So Seiryu is like the classic.
Yeah, I would say Seiryu stone. It's like with Frodo stone, there's a big part of it that it's new.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
I love it. I love using it, but I think mainly because I've used Seiryu stone so much But yeah, those two. Cereal, just tiny bit higher.
Yeah.
And from wood, it's ironwood, easy.
Ironwood, yeah.
Yeah. I don't like working with wood too much, but if I do, then I usually choose ironwood.
It doesn't float either, does it? So
Yeah.
you don't have to attach it.
Yeah, easier to handle.
Great stuff. Next question.
Okay. This one was almost popping. Oh, there's a bunch of them.
Go, there you go. Get them over with. Right. As a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Racing driver.
A racing driver?
Yeah.
What car? What type of car?
Mostly anything on tarmac. So like
Yeah.
GT cars and so
Yeah.
on. I'm not with rally. I'm afraid it's like, you know, trees too close.
Too many cars,
Yeah.
Easy to come off.
Yeah, any kind of track racing and drifting.
What-
That was a big part of my life, photographing drifting. So.
Ah, cool, day. Brilliant. What's your favourite car then?
Favorite car? God, it's also difficult. There's so many. I couldn't pick a favorite, really.
My dream car is a Ford Mustang.
Oh,
I love the Mustangs. I don't know about old school or the new type, but yeah, I'm a Mustang guy. Next one. If you can pick one.
yeah. Gonna go by groups.
The old classic, you have to ask this in every interview when they do it with celebrities. What would be your superpower?
Oh, I'm afraid of flying, so not that one. Superpower.
My daughter asked us this the other day, that's why I'm asking you. I thought, that's a good question. One superpower.
What's yours? What would be?
See the future,
In the future, okay.
just so I could get money. Win the lottery. My daughter said fly.
I've never thought of this. No, not being afraid of flying. That that could
You
be
would like to
handy.
fly, yeah. I can fly, but I don't want to.
Yeah, I couldn't really use it.
Do you want some options?
This one, yeah, please.
Right.
I
Invisibility?
don't want superhero movies, so
I don't really, to be honest. Invisibility, see the future, see the past. Flying, big no. Super strength, super strong.
see the past. That makes sense.
See in the past.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that you read about and learn about, and you just, there's always some uncertainty if that's really how it was. So
I suppose see the past or go back in time.
yeah,
That would
I
be a
mean,
good one.
like seeing it like that to be there and experience some stuff.
Cool.
Yeah,
It's an interesting question, I see it.
Yeah.
10-year-old asks us that.
it's,
So,
it's difficult. this should be one, I think. It's either a really long one or it's two.
how's it all in the bath? Yeah, it's a full page.
Oh, but no,
I'll answer.
you read it.
I'll ask the question anyway. What is the most memorable and exciting thing you have ever seen in the world of aquascaping? We're talking about this in a way earlier, weren't we?
The ADA gallery.
ADA gallery.
Yeah,
Don't blame me.
definitely.
Don't
It's-
blame me.
Sadly, it was in 2019, so way after Amano-san passed away. I couldn't meet him, but the gallery itself, the atmosphere, the level of detail and the passion the staff has in the gallery, it's amazing.
It looks amazing. I was saying earlier that I've watched the ADA series, which Green Aqua done, and check it out, it's brilliant. You see the studio, you see, there's a part where you visit Amano's home, isn't it?
Yes.
Mr. Amano's home, and you see the big escape there, lovely. But it's a brilliant series, I would highly recommend watching that series.
And you can see me completely speechless because
Speechless.
we actually shot when I entered the gallery for the very first time, so it wasn't staged. I went in with the camera on me, and it's just you just take it in.
I remember the phrase, "Ew, it satisfies my OCD."
Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
that? Yeah, cool.
It does. Well, the whole of Japan satisfies my OCD. So.
Next question.
Okay. Oh, it's a long one.
If you weren't aquascaping or working here at Green Aqua, what do you think you'll be doing as a job career?
Before Green Aqua, I was in car journalism and car photography, and it didn't make sense financial wise
Right.
to do it.
Yeah.
That's one side of it. And when I started working Green Aqua and doing it full time, I didn't really have any more time to do it. But I think that would have stuck with me if I wouldn't have found aquascaping.
Did you have aquascapes at home before you worked here at Green Aqua?
Yes,
Yeah.
but just a couple of years. So it was like I started aquascaping, and then I think about 2 years later I finished university, and I was just stepping out of another job in car journalism when the guys started looking for new people in the shop, and it felt like a good fit.
Brilliant.
That was 8 years ago.
Suppose you'll never look back since. Visited Japan, visited the didn't
Yeah.
you? So,
It was a good choice.
yeah, brilliant. Next one. One this time. Cool.
Yeah, it's just one.
What accomplishment are you most proud of?
Walking into the ADA gallery, seeing the staff, and they're like, "I know you."
Wow.
That was hilarious.
Wow.
For me, it was such a surprise that
Yeah.
that the people who we are looking up to and who we are watching on a regular basis, they watch me doing my stuff.
Wow. Yeah. That's like, if anyone's going to recognise you, that's who you want.
Yeah. Yeah,
From
exactly.
the
Yeah,
ADA.
I'm not really a fan of, we have a lot of people coming in to the shop, even from abroad, and they're like, yeah, we love YouTube and we love your channel and we love what you do, and it's always weird for me. I can't really handle this kind of stuff.
I know what you mean.
But when people who you look up to do this, it's really
different.
weird
Yeah.
and good feeling.
Yeah. I've had the chance to obviously meet yourself and some other great aquascapers, and it's just great being part of it all. And yeah, I'm still like, I don't know if I look nervous, but I'm just like overwhelmed at the minute. Next question. It's hard to pick one in there. Right. This is a classic interview question as well.
Okay.
How
Not
would
about
you-
superpowers.
No,
right?
it's not about superpowers. No. How would you describe yourself in 3 words? It's the usual words that you'd do in a job interview,
The
probably.
OCD is 3 words, isn't
OCD,
it?
yeah. That's class as 1, we've abbreviated
But
it.
it's one,
OCD,
okay.
that's 1.
OCD. Workaholic,
Workaholic.
sadly. Oh, not so sad. Well, I'm not bothered with it, but
It's got its good and bad.
and creativity.
Brilliant. Yep. Next one.
It's again just one.
That's my writing. Do you have a favourite aquascape in the showroom? If so, which one and why?
I think this one of the 90
Cool.
cubes. It's
I'll overlay footage for you guys so you can see which aquascape Tommy's talking about. It's a stunner. So
even though we build some crazy stuff from time to time, it's just to push ourselves over the limit and to create something new. But still, my favorite thing to do is do classic stuff, like classic Iwagumis and the NA style aquariums, like the 650 behind us.
yeah.
So yeah, stuff like this. And this is kind of a mixture of the two. So the underwater part is like an NA style aquarium, but still it has some of the craziness with the stags sticking out.
It does look really good. I watched the build of this one and I really like this one. Yeah,
Actually,
it's nice.
I built this with Victor. It was his idea, and he started. And when we started building, and when he told me what he wanted to do, I didn't really see it.
Yeah.
But then it came together real nice.
It does.
So,
It works. Does look like stag horns.
yeah.
Not the bad stag horns either.
Yeah.
Stag horn alligator, proper stag horns.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lovely scape, so you can see that overlaid.
Okay.
Yeah, very nice. This is a good question. What's the best advice you've ever received?
Ever received?
It doesn't have to be aquascaping, just life in general or aquascaping, your choice.
Taking time to enjoy things.
Yeah, that's very important. Yeah.
It's like it actually, I got this multiple times in my life. It was first with my photography. I think a lot of people do that. It's like I was mainly photographing racing events and so on. You can easily flip over to the side where you're just taking photos and not really enjoying the event.
Yeah.
And then recently, it was just 3 weeks ago, my first son was born.
Yeah.
And a couple months back, I had a deep conversation with a friend of mine, and he was like, really, everyone says this, and it's sort of like a cliche, but take your time because it goes by so quickly.
I totally get that, because my daughter's just turned 10, and I only get her on weekends and school holidays, so it's like appreciate every minute of that while she's young, before she's a teenager and just come to us for money or knocking on my door, Dad, my boyfriend's done this, all that stuff. So yeah, I'm enjoying it while she's little, so totally get that. Yeah, I like that. That's a good question. Next one. If you could create an aquascape for someone mega famous, alive or dead, who would it be? I thought that was a good question.
Yeah, it's like I'm not really a fanboy of anyone. So it's like as I can't handle it from my side that people are liking me without knowing me. I have the same feeling with celebrities. If I can twist the question just a bit, it would be great if Amano's son would still be alive and I could show him my work and get some feedback from him.
Isn't it strange? But I kind of expected that answer.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I kind of expected that answer. So yeah, I'm not saying you're predictable. It's a good answer. Next one. What do you think of these questions so far?
These are good questions. Yeah.
Try to be
and
a little bit
I like
different.
doing interviews like this way, that not knowing
Yeah.
stuff up front. It's like
that is good. Yeah, Tommy's never seen any of these questions.
I know.
I've literally
That's
had
why
them,
I hesitate a lot.
I've had them wrapped up, and I thought, I asked him, I said, do you want to see him or do you want to just go with the flow? And he said, go with the flow, which is great. This is a good one. What is the strangest, most weird question you've been asked as an aquascaper? Bizarre, silly, weird.
Well, it's not really the question itself. It's like in Hungary we have this customary thing when someone has a kid, then the boys go out to. I think even in the UK you have this like wet the head of the baby.
Wet the baby's head, yeah.
Yeah, so basically just drink for no purpose.
Yeah.
And we had this for one of my friends a couple of years ago, and I wouldn't say wasted, but
Bit drunk.
A bit drunk, let's put it that way. And we were just sitting in some place having some food about, 5 or 6 seats from the window of the place in the middle of the night. And suddenly someone just taps my shoulder. I look up and it's like a guy and a girl. They're like, do you work at Green Aqua? And I'm like, what is happening? And it turned out they were a couple from the Czech Republic, and they came to Budapest to visit Green Aqua, and they were just cruising in the city and spotted me through the window and decided to ask me the question if I'm who they think I am.
So they bumped into you where you were wasted kind of thing. So what were you like, wait till tomorrow?
Yeah, I was kind of worried if I'm going to recognize them, but I was, so
That's good.
Sort of aquascaping related, but definitely weird stuff.
That's a good one.
This is just one.
Oh, there's two.
Oh no, it's still two. Okay.
It's hard. At the moment, do you have a scape tank at home? What style is it?
I would want to say no, but I sort of do.
You've got a fish tank.
Yeah, so I have, the current place we live in doesn't really support aquascaping. The
Right.
water is insanely hard, so hard that I would destroy a reverse osmosis unit in
Right.
months.
Right.
So I have quite a small tank with some cichlids and just stones in it.
Right, yeah.
So not really aquascaping. And I also have a vivarium, quite big, which is really waiting to be rebuilt because it's in not a nice shape.
Yeah.
So I sort of do and I don't.
With your cichlids, is it like Malawi or Victorian?
I have no idea, the simple ones.
Oh, right, cool.
The bright yellow and blue.
Bright yellow
I'm
and
not
blue.
good, not good with
It
cichlids.
sounds like just your Mbuna, I think. Or
They might be.
I kept them for a little while myself. So
I'm good
don't
with
know.
plant names, I'm not good with fish.
Yeah, fish. So he's got the yellow and the blue one.
Yeah. The blue is striped.
Blue and striped. It's got to be Mbuna, I would say.
Okay.
Right. What is your favourite size tank to scape? Nice easy one, hopefully.
Oh yeah, it's. I love doing the 60Ps.
Yeah.
I think you can do it really quick. It can be really diverse and yeah, just easy to do. For yeah, just drawing it in. On having a challenge, I would say the 120Ps or anything like 120, maybe a bit deeper and higher than the regular 120P. But yeah, it's definitely not your quick stuff
Yeah.
to it.
I think I like 60p. I think for different reasons, it's quite affordable when you want to rescape.
Oh yeah, definitely, and I think
Yeah.
it's one of the best to get involved in aquascaping. A 60P was my very first tank, and
Yeah.
it's a really good choice. It's not such a big financial investment, and not such a big time investment either, because
Yeah.
you can do the quick water changes, and if you like it in about 6 months or 1 year, then you can step up to a bigger tank.
I have mainly 60p size, and like I say, it's nice when you can rescape. You can generally use a lot of materials you used before, and
Yeah.
plants you can reuse, so it's not too bad, but have a totally different aquascape.
Yeah.
Cool. What are 3 items? 3? See that again. What are 3 items on your bucket list? Is there anything you'd love to do on that bucket list?
Visiting Iceland, driving a proper race car on track. I
Brilliant.
sort of did already, but not a real proper one.
This month or next month, I'm doing a track day in 2 different generations of Ford Mustang.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's going to be fun.
That was a
At
gift.
least one of them is not proper for cornering, but have fun.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Number 3, going back to Japan,
Yeah.
but with my family this time.
Yeah. So I'll have a full-on vacation in
Yeah.
Japan.
And I think we've been there for 10 days,
Yeah.
but it was sort of work, and it was around the IPLC award ceremony and all the events ADA organizes during that time. So I would obviously we enjoyed a lot of the culture and so on, but I would like to go back separately, like for example, for the car culture. For example,
Oh, right, yeah.
you know,
Good-
getting
drifting. Totally
yeah, and just enjoying much more of the food and more of the country areas. You
Yeah.
know, we've been in Tokyo and then in Niigata where ADA is based, but that's it.
Yeah.
And there's a lot more to Japan. So
Yeah. I'd love to visit Japan. Good. Brilliant. So yeah, that was your 3. So what did we say again? It was
Iceland,
Iceland.
racing car, driving a racing car, and Japan.
brilliant.
Once. It's like,
Who's the funniest, biggest joker here at Green Aqua?
depends on your sense of humor.
True. Yeah.
It's really weird if you, for example, if you look at our YouTube channel, a lot of people find Balazs funny, a lot of people find me funny, and we are completely different.
So it kind of goes one off each other type of thing.
Yeah, it's like I really love working together because even though our sense of humor is really different, we find each other funny
It
a lot
works,
of the time,
yeah.
so it works. But for a lot of our watchers on YouTube, they're like, yeah, I don't like him, don't like him. So yeah, I think I would say it's us too, but different for everyone.
Yeah. That's a wrap, guys. Big thanks to Tommy.
Thanks for having me. This was a lot of fun.
I think it's been a good laugh.
Yeah.
So a bit different questions. I try to have questions that are a bit different, or your typical questions you would see. I suppose what celebrities get. I don't know. You're a bit of a celebrity to me, Tommy. Yeah, I know you don't like that.
I don't want to be.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Hope you enjoyed this video, guys. A lot more footage from Green Aqua to come. See you later. Bye. Not too bad.
This is good fun. Just a sec. You're gonna edit it, right? So
Yeah, it's fine.
Dupla sajtos megpróbálják szépen a kólával. És a kis vagy közepes vagy a faszom a legkisebb. You're ordering in McDonald's? You want something for lunch?
Yeah, if you don't mind, Big Mac Coke. Thank you.